It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. And how about we check the numbers for him?
And if you measure a player's effectiveness by his passing, he's been very effective lately. Look at his assists in the last 10 games compared to the rest of the season. He's in the midst of a great run.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Nicholas Claxton out there with Lou Dort. Then it's King, and there's Miles Turner, and it's Flanders in at the two-guard spot. And for the Knicks, we've got Mikal Bridges. Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson, and it's Grantham in at the three. And although it's still early in the season, Greg, what kinds of storylines have caught your attention so far?
How the All-Star voting is shaping up. All-Star appearances are mentioned on a player's resume, especially when they retire. So these guys want to be one as many times as possible.
5 to shoot. Here's Brunson. And it's King with the rebound. Outside, Dort. Knicks with the rebound. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Pass to Brunson. Shoots over King, and that one's good. Brunson.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Here's Flanders.
Yeah, easy call.
New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the evening. And he knocks down the first one. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
Just solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Brunson against King. Back to Dort. King inside. Brunson covering. King's shot is off.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Bridges double team. On deep, Brunson. Out to Bridges. And the three off target. King, the pass to Flanders. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Looking at the Knicks, they took the win in their last game against the Hornets. Towns against Turner. Towns looking it over. Back to Brunson. It's deflected, and they get it back. Towns, no luck. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. Trailing by 2. Keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
No, you're not going to lose many games shooting the percentage they did. That takes a disciplined effort.
Now Brunson. After Lou Dort's three-pointer that didn't go. King against Brunson. Fires from way outside. Brunson with another miss.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Count the basket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now, here's Bridges. Nothing on the board. Drops in the tray.
Few bigs do it as well as Tom. Stretching the floor with his efficiency from range.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
7-4. The Pelicans call timeout. Get up and get ready for fun, fans. It's your Knicks Breakers and Crew.
Get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Pelicans, they're way down there in the conference standings, looking for a lot of improvement during the second half of the season. Pelicans trail by 3. Pass to King. Here's Hunter, defended by Towns. Dort passes to King. To the right side. Here's Marks. Good on the three-point shot.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Brunson against King. Brunson surveying the D. Fires from 14. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Now, here's Dort. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. Here's Grantham. Defended by Dort. Brunson, good.
Gets one to fall, but only a second make in the first 7 attempts.
Here's Marks. A 17-point game for him in the win against Memphis. Here's King. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Bridges kicks to Brunson. Outside, Towns. King against Brunson. New York needs to get off a shot. Towns for 3. Dort grabs the miss. The Pelicans trail. King, the pass to Marks. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Hunter with a screen on Hartenstein. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
OG Anunoby's checked in for Mikal Bridges. Brunson against King. Brunson outside. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at him, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Now Towns. After Lou Dort's three-pointer that didn't go. Beyond the arc. And it's Towns missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
King outside. Pass to Marks. Fires the 3. Brunson with some nice D.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Here's Grantham. Anunoby passes to Grantham. Here's Brunson. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. New Orleans has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Claxton with the bucket, and the Pelicans lead by 1.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Brunson finds Hartenstein. To Brunson. To the inside. He's looking for Hartenstein and finds him. Here's Marks. Plays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 3-point New Orleans lead.
Love the recognition. Realizes that one is all him.
Yeah, beating everyone up the floor and finishes off the break.
The Knicks making a switch here. Newell's checked in. And now to our rookie leader for a look at this month's steal leaders among the young guys. Pass to Grantham. And here's Brunson outside. Hits it from three-point range. Brunson's got the game tied up here for the Knicks. King, the pass to Flanders. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Here's Brunson. Pelicans pull it in. King's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Right wing, here's Marks. No good with the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
From deep. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Back to King. From outside the arc. And that one's good. Marks has got 8.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Now Brunson. His last outing, 16 points for him. No good from 11 feet. There's 1:54 left to play here in the first. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Jalen Brunson is the engine that makes this team go, and he has sacrificed so that the Knicks could surround him with talent. He said, winning trumps everything that I do individually. I'll do my part to help this team try to get a championship. It's all about the journey, and I'm happy to be a part of it. Back to you.
Yeah, you're right, putting the team first. Thanks a lot, Allie. Now here's Brunson. He's got 8. Puts up a 3. And another 3 for New York.
The defense a step slow.
you can see the results.
Here's Peters. Knicks with the rebound. 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Brunson. And it's King with the rebound. King's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Flanders. New Orleans moving it around. King against Brunson. Shot clock at 5. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Jalen Brunson. Pelicans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And the Knicks making a change here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 29 seconds left in the first. To the middle. Here's Towns. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Flanders. Back to King. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Jalen Brunson has been on display for the New York Knicks. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be right back after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Knicks.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. They've got Marks. DeAndre Hunter out there with Miles Turner. Then it's King. And it's Flanders in at the 2. That free throw good from Turner. So Stan, just for old time's sake, do you think the league should bring back the hand check? Do you miss it?
Well, look, Kevin, I think what the league's done with allowing freedom of movement has made this game a lot better than it was. I think the key, as it is in most things, is finding the balance where we're giving the defense a chance, not calling cheap fouls, but also not letting them just physically overpower each other.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. King's shot is off.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Trent outside. Back to McBride. Just 5 on the clock. To the left wing. Towns for 3. Marks grabs the board.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Flanders the pass to Marks. That 3 off the mark. New York shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. McBride on the wing. Pass to Towns. Over in the corner, McBride. Towns kicks to Anunoby. Trent, that's a 2-pointer. Pelicans pull it in. King's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Flanders misses.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The kick out to Anunoby. Bangs home the trifecta. Anunoby's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Hunter. Here's Marks. There's the triple. The rebound by McBride.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, you can count on Towns to finish with strength anytime he has the chance.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now here's King. He's got 10. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
And New York making a change here. Bridges checks in, and so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
Almost all the way up there in the top spot. I don't know if he'll make it to number one, but you'd have to say he's going to be a part of the contest for sure.
It's looking that way, and the contest will be a lot better off having him in it. He always puts on a show.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, here are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Hunter with a screen on Trent. Flanders. And again, New Orleans has no up. The Knicks leading by 7. Inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little bit.
Now here's King. He's coming off a 34-point game against Memphis.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
And the Knicks with possession. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. The 10-footer. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
A legitimate threat to burn you from that mid-range. Bridges recognizes when he should take that shot.
King against Bridges. Pass to Hunter. Back to King. Over Bridges. Not enough on that one as it misses. New York's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
And so here is New York, following the three-point attempt by Miles Turner. The kick out to Towns. King outside. Pass to Flanders. Fires for 3. It'll go, and the Knick lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from King.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Now here's Towns. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Turner. King with it. 15 points in the game. Here's Flanders. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
Pass to Newell. The kick out to Towns. Some nice passing by New York here. Bridges shot. Good.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
So for the Knicks, Grantham's checked in. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Trent. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Tucker's checked in. Here's Flanders. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Grantham passes to Brunson. Brunson stays agile and finds his opening inside.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Now here's King. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. It's rebounded by New York. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they've built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
Yeah, and they got contributions from everyone in that game. The whole rotation got involved in the score.
Oh, Brunson good from range.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And the Pelicans miss again.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. Fires the three. Rebounded by Tucker. Pelicans trail by 13. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Outside Turner. Turner with the screen. Here's Flanders. And again, unable to change momentum here. New York's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. And the shot is good. Brunson's got 7 points for the quarter.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Pass to Flanders. Bridges with the steal. Pelicans with the rebound. And here is King. He's got 15. Here's Flanders. Back to King. Clock at 4. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Hunter. Knicks with the rebound. Newell's got 6 rebounds here tonight. It's tipped. Brunson outside. Drills the three-pointer. Brunson's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for New York.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
For the and so it's New York holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
All right, Allie, thank you. And folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. They're thinking about the shot.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the New York Knicks.
They've imposed their will on the glass, getting all the 50-50 balls and maybe even a few 20-80 balls.
Love the activity. Don't just say you want to win. prove it and get it.
New topic. Fellas, we've got a number of strong contenders for this year's three-point contest.
You gotta love All-Star Weekend, guys, especially when it comes to the three-point contest.
I think we should have a three-point contest right now. You and me, Shaq. Come on.
I don't even think you can beat Ernie.
Hey, easy. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first two quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
They've got Isaiah Hartenstein, Jalen Brunson out there with Bridges. Then there's Towns, and it's Grantham in at the small forward position. That's the group for Mike Brown as we get going here in the second half. Pass to Claxton. Towns with the steal. Here's Grantham, defended by George. Brunson outside. Back to Towns. Pocket 6. Misses the three.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Back to King. A three ball. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
King with the block. Pass to Flanders. Outside Turner. Here's Flanders for the three. Bridges with the board. Now here's Brunson. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Pass to Towns. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Let's go to our 2K leaderboard. Three-point shooting, where you expect to see some high percentages from the shooting guard position. And that's just what this group has provided. Fifth best, Mikal Bridges.
You don't have to be a great shooter to play two guard, but it does help. And pretty much all of these guys fit into that great category.
Yeah, you have to space the floor to score in the half court. Every one of these guys forces the defense to extend.
Here's Flanders. King outside. A three. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And now Allie Laporte says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, "No matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind." Back over to you, Kevin.
No quit. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. This is his first free throw of the game.
This season, the percentage right around 72%, so not the kind of success he was hoping for.
The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Pass to Grantham. And Brunson has it in the corner. Shoots over King. And a beautiful finish by Brunson. Brunson's got 26 points.
And man, can Brunson get going in a hurry? He's got his fingerprints all over this one.
Turner for 3. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
King against Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over King. And it's Brunson missing.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. And his competitiveness showing through, that's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Brunson outside. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. From the arc, and Towns the bucket on the assist. By Brunson. And that's now 10 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Now King, 20 points for him. Six on the shot clock. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
New York.
A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Sunday, they'll be playing the Clippers in Los Angeles. Then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for that game against Chicago, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
Brunson against King. For three, Bridges. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Knicks lead 17.
Brunson against King.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Jalen Brunson.
The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. Getting around 24 points per, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
Towns kicks to Brunson. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Great find, leading his teammate right to the bucket.
And here are the Knicks. They're on a 16-6 run. Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. Towns wide open. Another 3 for New York.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
King the pass to Marks.
Knicks lead 76.
Now Garnett, defended by Towns. Now here's Bridges. Defense right on him. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
King's shot is off.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Grantham. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Karl Anthony Towns.
I'm really not too surprised to see the rebounding numbers trail off a bit. He's a veteran player getting up there in years, and what comes with that is some changes to physicality and intentional adjustments to playing style. Even though his rebounding output has declined, that veteran presence and basketball IQ continue to grow.
Anunoby with it. Now Garnett defending. Anunoby kicks to Trent. Hits the 3-point bomb. Trent's got 5.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Hunter no good. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. To the paint. And stolen by Hunter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
King, that's good. King's got 26 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Cheeks outside. Pass to Anunoby. New York moving it around. Lets the 3 fly. And again, New York with the triple.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Here's King, takes it inside.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Trent finds Anunoby. Pass to Cheeks. Anunoby outside. Here's Cheeks. And it's King with the rebound. King's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Marks passes to Garnett. Out left to the wing. King left side. A shot off that time.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And Slim picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Miles Kings check in for the Pelicans. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. He gets it in there. And that's now 30 points for Slim.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
So the Pelican 5 right now. We've got Garnett. Marks is out there with King. Then there's Hunter. And it's Turner in at the center filling out the middle. 5 on the clock. Pulls up. High post. Trent can't hit.
And look, he's had an off night, but it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead.
King outside. Turner against Cheeks. Hunter, no one around him. It's rebounded by New York.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Trent passes to Cheeks, and the layup's good off the glass.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
King, the pass to Marks. Hunter on the wing. There's 3-pointers off the mark.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Pass to McBride. Cheeks outside. Here's McBride. Jacks up a 3. That one doesn't drop.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Kicks it out to Garnett. Here's Marks. And the 3 ball is good.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake. Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Right side Turner tries it from 19. It's rebounded by New York. Newell's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's King. Finishes the break with a slam.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
And the speed of that transition score. From defense to offense, able to take advantage before they can get set.
Well, Stan, one expression you hear, foul baiting. Players using sneaky tricks to draw a foul.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I'm not a huge fan of that, of guys developing that as a skill. But I will say this. It only works against undisciplined defense. If defense has the discipline to stay solid and fundamental, then you're not going to get baited into those things. And a lot of times, those foul baiters end up taking bad shots.
New York's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Cheeks kicks to Anunoby. Cheeks with a screen on George. Back to Cheeks. Cuts off the pass. Now the fast break. King with the ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
6'3", 215 pounds. Lou Dort is one strong guard. Hard to handle for defenders. This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
The Knicks making a switch here. Robo's checked in.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Pass to Newell. And the Knicks miss again. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. King, the pass to Flanders. Stan, we've seen teams make surprising playoff runs only to falter the next year. Team trajectory's not always a straight line, clearly.
No, absolutely, Kevin. I would think in most cases it's not a straight line. Because, look, the other teams are all trying to win, too. That's what makes things different. So you might be slightly off the next year and someone else makes a big jump, and then it looks like your decline is a lot bigger than it is. Every year is a new year.
And Slim picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Here's Anunoby. Trent outside. Down low. Cheeks. And slam dunk by Cheeks.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
Nicholas Claxton from...
And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Poke loose. King with the steal. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Trent can't hit. The Pelicans have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots.
Well, sometimes you need more than just your stars, though. They've got to run something to get the other guys good looks.
Here's the screen. Back to Cheeks. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Trent passes to Cheeks. Some nice passing by New York here. Off target from outside. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And the shot goes in.
Assist from
43 points for Slim.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Anunoby kicks to Trent. Back to Anunoby. Got a piece of it. 6 to shoot. Trent finds Anunoby. Here's Mobo. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. King's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Really good ball movement there in transition.
Pulls up. The Knicks pull it in.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
And Slim picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. New Orleans making a switch here. Turner's checked in.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And on top of that, they've really been dialed in from deep, just dropping triple after triple.
Santi Aldama's checked in for the Knicks. Screen by Claxton. King's shot is off. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Turner against Cheeks. Here's Trent. It's hauled in by Claxton. Well, for New Orleans, shooting in the 4th quarter has been efficient at 56%. Turner passes to King. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Back to Aldama. It's Trent on the wing, defended by George. Anunoby, no good.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
It's rebounded by Anunoby. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level. And probably coming out of the game anyway. I think we're 50.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. They won. Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.